Hi, my name is Lance Pancho and we will be presenting our project in object-oriented programming. But first, let me introduce to you my groupmates.
Hi, I'm Jefferson Sibuan.
Hi, my name is John Daniel Del Monte.
Hi, my name is Joanna May Escopete.
Hi, I am Precious Angel V. Manlani.
Hello, I'm Arnel Natividad.
Hi, I'm Ronel P. Santiago.
Hi, my name is Brian Gerard Tapia.
Hi, my name is Heidi Lorraine Eco.
I am Lance Pancho. Without further ado, let's get started. So, here are the main topics that we will be talking about. First one is the table of system feature. Next, the UML class diagram and its class relationship. And finally, the application interfaces. Starting at the table system feature will be discussed by two of my members, which is Santiago and Tapia.
This is the main menu of our curriculum management system. These features allows you to create a curriculum for a specific program. We also had an operation that allowed users to create departments by giving them a name, program by telling them what program they want to create, and subjects by giving them information about the subject name, subject units, and the subject code. Each curriculum, department, program, and the subject had its own unique identifier. Next is the view. Our system has a service that allows users to browse departments, curricula for a program, as well as the program itself and available subjects. By inputting the unique ID, the user can view these records. We designed this program so that the user may see what departments, curriculums, programs, and the subjects are available. Next is we create a search menu. You can also search for departments, programs, curriculum, and the subjects using this menu submenu. This element of our program requires the users to type in a proper name for the item they want to search for. When a user fails to input a valid name, the system will alert the user that he or she has entered an invalid name and allow the user to try again.
For the next system features is the manage curriculum and assign a program. First is the manage curriculum. Manage curriculum have a four submenus, which are add curriculum to a program, remove curriculum to a program, add subject to a curriculum, and remove subject to curriculum. Next, assign a program. This system feature allows you to designate a newly developed program to a certain department. This ID, department ID, and the program designated the department. And program added successfully to department CC.
Hi again, my name is Lance Pancho and I'll be covering the program to curriculum, which has the composition relationship. Here is the UML diagram for it, where the solid diamond points to the whole, which is the program, and the line points to the part, which is the curriculum. So here is the description of the two classes. So the two classes describe a composition relationship. In layman's terms, a debt relationship, wherein the program class stores a unique curriculum that only relates to a one program. Once the program got deleted, the curriculum also got deleted. So in the system, when you assign a program to a department, you can now add a curriculum. By just calling the add curriculum inside of the program, you can now assign to a different year level. You can assign a curriculum in year 1, second year, third year, and fourth year. Once the program gets deleted on a specific department, the curriculum also included. It is called a composition relationship wherein the part cannot live on its own when the whole got deleted. So, by a relation into the real world, suppose we have a computer case and components inside. The case acts a whole and the components acts a part. For example, when you destroy your system unit for unknown reason, the component will also included. The computer will be misbehaved and you need to buy a new one.
I'm here to explain our association relationship diagram. In our diagram, we have two classes, the curriculum class and the subject class. In curriculum class, the private class fields are semester, the data type is int, list of subject, then the buffered reader. This class has curriculum default constructor and parameterized constructor which accept values for s. The data type is int. And the method in this class are the public add subject, the public remove subjects, the public search sub in curriculum which accept values for name, the data type is string, the private display subject table, and last is public display curriculum. All of this method, the return type is void. The multiplicity for curriculum class is one entity type instance exists at the association end. For subject class, the private class fields are the ID, unit, which the data type are the same int, and the name, subject code, which the data type are the same string. This class has subject default constructor and parameterized constructor which accept values for ID, unit, which the data type are the same int, and name, subject code, which the data type are the same string. And the method in this class is public display info. The return type of this method is void. The multiplicity for subject class is 0 or more entity type instance exists at the association end. Then, a curriculum can have 0 or many subject. One curriculum must be assigned to the specific subject. The two classes describes association relationship where one class can share his identity to one another. In layman's term, we call this a sharing. Curriculum class can adopt a subject and vice versa. But the subject can also have another curriculum. For example, we have a general subject that can be shared through each curriculum. Both objects can be created and deleted independently. In relation into a real world, suppose we have a person and a guitar. A person can have the same brand and the same model of the guitar internationally. We can share a copy of the guitar to each person whoever wants to. These two objects have an independent life cycle to each other. That's all. Thank you.
I'm here to explain the department class and program class relationship and multiplicity. Aggregation is the term we use to describe the relationship between these two classes. The program can only have one department and multiplicity, and the department can have 0 to many programs. We have a variety of instance variables or fields inside the department class, including ID, that is int type of data, code name, a string type of data, list of program ID, and the reader, which is a buffered reader class object. The access modifier for all of these fields is private. This class has both parameterized and non-parameterized constructors. We have an add program method for adding a program and a remove program method for removing a program. Both of them do not return anything. We also have a view programs method in this class that does not return anything and may be used to see what programs are in a certain department. We have a variety of instance variables or fields for the program class, such as ID, which is an int type of data, program name, that is a string, list of curriculum per year, and reader, that is buffered reader object. A parameterized constructor that requires an ID and a name is available. Using the add curriculum method, we can add a curriculum to the program class. We have a remove curriculum method that will assist to remove a curriculum from a program. Both of these methods do not return anything. There can only be one department per program, and each department can have 0 to many programs. Because child objects cannot belong to another parent, There is ownership, and this is a whole-part relationship. We use aggregation as a class relationship with these two classes. And both of them have their own independent life cycle, which means that if one of the two classes are removed, the other will be able to survive on its own. In our real-world example of aggregation, if a monitor fails, we can still attach a different monitor to the system unit, because the system unit can be used again. A system unit and a monitor can both function independently, but you'll need both of them to get the things done. Because of ownership, a system unit will not be able to use a monitor that is currently being used by another system unit. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, Sir Janus. I am Precious Manlangit and I will be demonstrating the first submenu of our program, which is all about creating a department, program, curriculum, and subject. To create a new department, the user will enter number 1 and then enter the department's code name. Every created department will also get an automated ID and that will serve as their unique identifier. Next, to create a program, the user will enter number 2 and then enter the program's name. And same with the department, it will also get an automated ID upon its creation. Now for the creation of a curriculum for a program, it will only allow the creation if there is an existing record of a department, since we need a department ID first. We also need an assigned program in that department in order to add the curriculum to that specific program. After providing those requirements, the user can now choose what year the curriculum should be assigned to, and then it will proceed to the adding of subjects for the first semester. The user shall enter Y to continue adding more subjects. And if they are done, the user must enter N to proceed adding subjects for the second semester. The user will enter N again if they have completed adding the subjects for the second semester and now the newly created curriculum had been added to the chosen year. Lastly, for the creation of subjects, the user will enter number 4 and then enter the subject's attributes, which are the subject name, unit, and subject code. That's all for the create submenu.
Hi, this is Heidi Lorraine Iko. I'm here to explain to you the menu to view the existing departments, programs, curriculum, and subjects. Upon creation, we would want to display its contents. As we can see on our right side in the console, upon inputting our entry, we will have this view submenu, wherein if we set our first entry to view existing departments, department table is on display. Likewise, on the second entry, we will have the program table shown on the screen or on the console. Now, take a look at the view curriculum we have here. The first exposed on view is the department table. It is so we can select our department ID of the department of our curriculum. Second exposed on view is the program table. Similar as earlier, we have entered the program ID of the program of the curriculum we wish to view. And there we have the curriculum table. And the last item on our view submenu list is view subject. In the same way, the subject table is on display upon our entry. And that is all for the view submenu.
Hello, I'm Arnel Natividad, and I will discuss the part of the menu and its submenu of search. In this feature, the user can search for departments, programs, curriculum, and subjects using this menu submenu. This element of our program requires the user to type in a proper name for the item they want to search for. When a user fails to input a valid name, the system will alert the user that he or she has entered an invalid name and will allow the user to try again. Now, let's proceed to the output on menu search. If the user entered 3, The search submenu will display, and it has search departments, programs, curriculum and program, and subjects. In searching a department, the user should enter one, and after that, the list of department will display. And there is another submenu that can search a specific department by entering a code name, and the other one is for back. The user entered CCE. It filtered and displayed the CCE department only. Next is searching a program. In able to search a program, the user should input 2. After that, the list of program will display, and there is another submenu for searching a specific program by searching its name. The user entered BSCS. It filtered and displayed the BSCS program only. Next is searching a subject. In able to search a subject, the user should enter 4. After that, the list of subject will display, and the user will search or enter a subject name to filter and display the specific subject. Next is searching a curriculum by entering 3 in search submenu. After that, the list of department will display. The program allow the user to enter department ID. The program assigned in that department will display. The user will enter program ID that exists in that program list. After that, another submenu will display, and you will be select on what year level you want to display. In the output, the user entered 1. It will display all curriculums of first year from first semester up to second semester.
Hi, I'm Joanna Escopet and I'm here to discuss and demonstrate how manage a curriculum works. So let's go and proceed. As you can see here in my screen, I already input some curriculum, program, and subject. So let's go and proceed to manage a curriculum. To go to that menu, just simply input 4 and you will see Manage Curriculum submenu, which contains Add Curriculum to a program, Remove Curriculum to a program, Add Subject to Curriculum, Remove Subject to Curriculum, and last is Back. So let's go and proceed to the number 1, to the input 1, which Add Curriculum to a program. The program asks you to input department ID, also the program ID, the year that you want to add some subject, and here you will see the first subject that you will input will be added into the first sem. Then the second one will be added into the second sem. And that's how Add Curriculum to a program works. So let's go and move to Remove Curriculum to a program. Let's just input 2 and the program will ask department ID and program ID, year level, and select the semester that you want to remove. So at first you will see here the first and second semester, and after we put the 1, you will see only the second semester because we successfully deleted it. And that's how Remove Curriculum to a program works. So let's move to Add Subject to Curriculum. Let's just input 3 and select program, year level. Please choose a subject to be added to a curriculum. So let's select the discrete structure 1. Add more subject, no. So that's how Add Subject to Curriculum works. And let's move to Remove the Subject to Curriculum. Let's just input 4 and department ID, program ID, year level, and you will see here the subject that you input earlier. So let's go and select the physical education. Let's remove this. And that's how remove subject to curriculum works. And lastly, the back, which if you input 5, it will go back again to the main menu. And that's how manage a curriculum works.
Hi, I'm Jefferson Sibual and I'm going to discuss and demo the option number 5, which is assigning a program to a department. This feature allows a user to designate a newly developed program to a certain department. If there's no record in a program to our system, the user will be unable to utilize this option, otherwise there's a record yet. And as you can see here, when I choose a option number 5, even there's no record yet, that error checking said that there's no program yet, please create one. And let us create the new department and program. Just click one in the main menu and one to create a department. And let us say that CBA and CCE. And now, let's create a program. Let's us BSCS and the other one is BSA. And now, let's go back to our main menu. And just click the 5 option, which is assign a program. And as you can see here that it has a department table, which all of the department inputted are listed in this table. And let us enter the department ID, which is 1, and choose the program, which is all the program as listed in this table. And let's choose the PSCS and program added successfully to department CEE. And now let's assign the other one and choose CBA. And as you can see here in the program table, there's no yet a BSCS because an aggregation relationship happened which each department has our ownership in one program. And that's it.